Russia as the main supplier of oil, you know, to Cuba. And of course, that oil wasn't free. It's free, but then you have 20,000 Cuban healthcare workers in Venezuela working for that oil, you know, to Fidel Castro. And just to touch a little bit on that Guantanamo Bay, you know, a lot of people always ask about it. You know, how did we get there? Why? Yeah, you know, we took it over from the, you know, because of the Spanish-American War, and signed a treaty in 1903, you know, to pay a yearly, you know, amount to the Cuban government for that. But up to today, that check has not been cashed. We still pay Cuba every year to lease Guantanamo Bay.
We're still paying for that?
Yes, still paying for it. Yes, it's on lease, you know, legally. But Fidel Castro says he will never cash any of that check because it's blood money. So they keep piling the checks in Havana.
Okay, so they're not cashing the check, but we continue to pay the checks. And so that's and this is one of Castro's kind of things.
That's correct. We keep paying, but he's not cashing any of it. So we have to leave Guantanamo Bay. He's not accepting a dime for it because he believes it's blood money. Now, having said that, what are the problems in Cuba? You know, you have a lot of problems that are hidden. First of all, the demography. Some statistics that just came out, some say, well, Cuba is about, you know, 55% white, you know, 45% black. But then some statistics say, no, it's 55% black, 45% white. You know, the 55% black might make more sense because after the revolution, you remember there was a whole lot of flight, you know, of particularly middle-class whites, predominantly who left the country, you know, thus making the black population, you know, on the ascendancy. So that's a big problem. Up to today, you know, the racial disparity in Cuba.
It's a real racial thing in Cuba.
Yes, even though, you know, officially, you know, it's a classless society. But a lot of black folks in Cuba started complaining now about discrimination in Cuba. In fact, not very few months ago, a lot of black politicians and preachers in this country wrote to the Cuban government about discrimination against black folks in Cuba. The Cuban government says, no, things are better.